All right, first things first, we already warmed him up, leash on. Now I try to check if I just unclip, fake unclip, does the dog take off running? No, he doesn't. Very good. So don't train that, meaning if you ever want off-leash skills or for your dog to just listen to you in general, don't unclip the leash and just send them away from you. They're obviously going to realize that that means freedom and that you have no control of them. So don't do that. So anyway, I'm going to do this now for real. Welly, heel. Good boy. So as we go around the park, I'll talk about some things. He is doing awesome in general with his listening skills, but we're not ready for, like, this is distractions, right? This is a distracting place. Good boy, heel. But we're not ready to pass other people or other dogs on like same sidewalk or like super close or anything like that. Good boy, heel. I would actually say a lot of dogs don't ever really achieve that. It's really tough. It is really hard. Most people will cross the street. So Willie, heel. That's totally fine. Cross the street or just leash your dog if somebody is coming your way or if they do have another dog, because you just never know like what the deal is going to be. So we have all of this to walk by. We're going to try to make it all the way back here or just back to the blue. Good boy, Willie, heel. We're not heeling in the grass yet because, or at least today, because he just got groomed yesterday and there's a lot of these little black things that get stuck to his fur, and so we don't want to ruin his nice groom. Also too, there's a ton more smells. That's another level of difficulty you have to think about when you're doing this kind of stuff. So sidewalk, yes, it is distracting. Yes, there are a lot of smells, but that grass area is way harder. So we'll do that another day. I just want to make sure we can do this first. So break it down for the dog, make it fair for the dog. Rewards, as far as rewards go for him, he loves being talked to. He loves affection. He does love treats. But today, he's not really into the treats that I have, even though he was yesterday. Today, he's not into them, so that's okay. I'll use my verbal praise and affection. And I can even reward him with some free time. But I want to make sure we can get around this whole park. So how long should your dog be able to heel for? Just kind of depends what your lifestyle is and what you're doing. I generally go for about just 10 to 15 minutes that the dog is capable of heeling with me for that amount of time. On my everyday walks, I mix and match when I throw in heel versus free. I never release a dog. I never say free when they're being too impulsive on heel. Like if they're really trying to pull and get somewhere and I'm like, oh, whatever, okay, fine, free. Never do I do that because you're rewarding that. Okay, so you want to make sure they're doing good. Make sure they're heeling well, on leash, slack leash, and then you can free them as a reward, right? But right now, like I said, we're getting around. So anyway, the other part of all this, his parents do so much work with him. They're dedicated every day. They understand every walk is a working walk. They practice. They're aware of their bodies, their language, what to do, how to reward, how to free, how to hold him accountable as well. Okay, so they do all the necessary things. Something else, his breed, he's a Welsh Springer Spaniel, so dogs that are bred to really work with people, they are a lot easier to train to be off-leash obedient, and they just tend to work better with people. Obviously, that's what they're bred to do, but there are a lot of other breeds that are, and other dogs individually, that are okay to train for off-leash obedience. Some dogs, they should not be off-leash yet or ever if their fear is not addressed, if their aggression is not addressed, if their reactivity is not addressed. You need to bet your dog's life that they will listen to you in a situation you have taken the leash off in. That is so important. So look at these bikes, right? If he was reactive towards bikes and we didn't address that yet and we didn't train enough yet, I would not take the leash off, okay? Because it really is, your dog's life is at risk anytime you take the leash off. It doesn't matter how well trained they are. Dogs are dogs. They do dog things. That's something to keep in mind, just realistically, okay? Good boy, Welly, heel. You're doing so good. We're gonna get to the blue area over there, and then I'm gonna release him to have a good time. Good boy. Good boy, heel. I say heel every now and then, especially when I'm making some turns, just to remind him to keep heeling with me. Good job. So this does not happen if you are not aware of your leash handling skills. If you cannot get that down, the leash cannot come off, okay? So you have to get your leash handling skills in order if you want to do anything like this ever. Or just have a nice walk on leash and slack leash. Start there. Good boy. Free. That's a good dog. Good boy. you going? Where are you going, huh? And just have fun. Play around with your dog. Good boy.